Good morning. Today we'll discuss regarding bridge circuits. So it is Wheatstone bridge circuits. So bridge circuits of various types are used in instrumentation systems for the measurement of resistance, inductance, and capacitance. A Wheatstone bridge circuit in its simplest form consists of a network of four resistances or the four resistance arms forming a closed circuit with a DC source of current applied to two opposite junctions and a current detector connected to the other two junctions. That is shown in a diagram. So there are four resistance R1, R2, R3 and R4. Now the bridges may be either of two types. First it is DC type and second it is AC type. So when the output of resistive type transducers is to be measured, either DC or AC bridges may be used. But when measuring inductance or capacitance for respective transducers, AC bridges are used. Now regarding the Wheatstone bridge, so it is the most commonly used DC bridge for measurement of resistance. This bridge is used for measurement of small resistance changes that occur in passive resistive transducers like strain gauges, thermistors, and resistance thermometers. It consists of four resistive arms with a source of battery and a meter which acts as a detector. The detector is usually a current sensitive galvanometer. So measurements may be carried out either by balancing the bridge and by determining the magnitude of unbalance. So the measurement that you can measure by using the balancing the bridge and then and or determine the magnitude of unbalance. If the bridge, if it is unbalanced, then the magnitude of unbalance that can be find out to determine the magnitude. So there are two types of Wheatstone bridge. They are null type bridge and deflection type bridge. So you can see in a bridge circuit, Wheatstone bridge circuit, the unknown resistance Rx is to be measured. The resistance R1, R2 and R3 that are known, where R2 it is adjustable. So for balance purpose, so R2 that can be vary so that the bridge can be balanced. When the measured voltage Vg is 0, both legs have equal voltage ratios. Therefore, R2 upon R1 equal to Rx upon R3, or Rx, that is an unknown quantity, that will be equal to R3 into R2 upon R1. So that you can find out the unknown quantity of resistance. Now the types of Wheatstone bridges. So first type, it is a null type bridge. So an instrument in which zero or null indication determines the magnitude of measured quantity, such type of instrument is called null type instrument. So it uses a null detector which indicating the null condition when the measured quantity and the opposite quantity are same. So you can see the diagram of null type bridge. So it is a self or automatic balancing bridge. So when using this type of measurement, adjustments are made in various arms of the bridge so that the voltage across the detector is zero and hence no current flows through it. When no current flows through the detector, the bridge is said to be balanced. Under conditions of balance, so R1 is equal to, so that R1 it is connected to the transducer. So R1 is equal to R2 into R3 upon R4. So resistance R1 represents the resistance of resistive transducer whose value depends upon the physical variable being measured. The ratio of resistors R3 and R4 is fixed for a particular measurement. The bridge is balanced by varying the value of resistor R2. So R2, so for balancing the bridge, R2 that should be vary. So by varying the R2, you can balance the bridge. Thus, if three resistances are known, then the fourth may be determined from the equation. That will be R1 is equal to R2 into R3 upon R4. In instrumentation work, it is the change delta R1 in the transducer resistance R1 which is to be found. The change unbalances the bridge, and therefore resistor R2 has to be adjusted by an amount delta R2 to restore balance. So when there is a change in resistance R1, so that the bridge that will be unbalanced. Now to balance the bridge, you have to vary the resistance R2 so that the bridge becomes balanced, and by using the equation you can find out the value of R1. Now for temperature measuring systems, there is a change in resistance R1 due to temperature. When there is a change in resistance R1, it produces a voltage output which is amplified. This amplified output applies error signal to the field winding of the DC motor. So you can see in a diagram at the right hand side there is a field winding, there is an amplifier. So that amplifier that is used to amplify the output. So this amplified output applies the error signal to the field winding of the DC motor. The motor is coupled to the moving contact with a mechanical linkage. You can see with the help of mechanical linkage, there is a scale and there is a moving contact. The movable contact is actuated so as to reduce the unbalance. So to balance the bridge, R3 has to adjust, and hence the error voltage. So that value that will be according to the error voltage. In this case, resistances R2 and R4 are fixed and R3 is made variable. In a first case, the R2 it was variable. Now in case of temperature measuring systems, the R3 it is made variable, and that will be according to the error voltage due to unbalance of the bridge. So according to the error voltage due to the field winding, thus R3 it is varied. In this case, resistances R2 and R4 are fixed and R3 is made variable. The readout scale may be calibrated in terms of a change in values of resistance or in terms of temperature or any other physical variable being measured. So in a null type bridge, the bridge it is balanced so that the output voltage that will be 0, and according to that the unknown quantity that can be find out. So that is regarding the null type bridge or the null type Wheatstone bridge. Now the second type, that is a deflection type Wheatstone bridge. So the instruments in which the measured quantity produces visible effects which deflect or displace the moving system of the instruments is known as the deflection type instrument. In other words, the instrument in which the deflection provides the basis for measuring the electrical quantity is known as deflection type instrument. Such type of instrument is used to measure under dynamic conditions. Now you can see the diagram. Now the null type Wheatstone bridge is accurate, but balancing is not instantaneous. So the bridge is not suitable for dynamic applications where the changes in resistance are rapid. So for measurement of rapidly changing input signals, the deflection type bridge is used. So when the input changes, the resistance R1 changes, producing an unbalance causing a voltage to appear across the meter. So when the input it is applied, the resistance R1 changes, and due to that the Wheatstone bridge it is unbalanced. So when the bridge is unbalanced, it will result a voltage across the meter. The voltage that will be shown across the meter, that will not be zero. The deflection of meter is indicative of the value of resistance. So that will be the value of resistance. If voltage it is shown in the meter, that will be the value of resistance. And the scale of the meter may be calibrated to read the value of resistance directly. For static inputs, an ordinary galvanometer may be used. However, for dynamic inputs, output signal may be displayed by a cathode ray oscilloscope or recorded by recorder. The deflection type bridge circuit is provided with a zero setting arrangement as shown in the figure. You can see there is a zero adjustment so that you can adjust the zero to balance the bridge. The series resistance RS is used to change the bridge sensitivity. So by deflection type instruments, you will get direct reading. So there is a arrangement that is made, that is a zero adjustment. Okay, so this diagram, it is indication of deflection type Wheatstone bridge with zero adjustment and sensitivity adjustment arrangement. So both the arrangement that are made in this type of diagram, that is zero adjustment and the sensitivity adjustment. So that is regarding the types of bridge circuits.